hello there, all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2022. Yes, we are still in the Red Bull. We are still in the highest in the vehicle performance comparison chart, but we still cannot beat the Lando Norris robot. No, don't know where that performance is coming from, but he is absolutely godly right now. Absolutely godly. Anyway, move on to the next Grand Prix. It's time for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Yes. Fantastic. Anyway, we're just in our supercar. And we finish it off. I think we've probably got gold because we usually do because we're so we only got silver in our McLaren 720S. Fantastic. So just looking now at the weather forecast. Now, of course, we've got a sprint race during this session. So we've got qualifying. It's going to be okay. It's going to be raining during the sprint. And then it's going to dry up a little bit. And it's going to be all right in the race. So out we go for our first qualifying session at a very nice circuit. I have to say, I do like this circuit. Anyway, our first qualifying run, and we cross the line in 5th place at the moment, but 1 second behind the leader. As we accelerate forward now to a little bit later qualifying, you can see, oh God, we've dropped down to 16th position now, and it started to rain. They did forecast it, of course, towards the end of the session, so I don't think we're going to be able to... Oh no, the DRS has been disabled, so we're not going to improve on our time, so it's going to be 16th. No, it's now 17th for the sprint race, don't forget. This is our qualifying now for the sprint race, and it's going to be 17th. Hopefully we're not going to drop down any lower. Anyway, oh my God, the Lando Norris robot did it again. He's got pole position. We ended up in 17th place. George Russell, our teammate, ended up in 12th position for the sprint. So now practice has been completed. Some more lovely resource points to add to our collection. 1,486 development boosts have been applied to the internal combustion engine, the gearbox, and the internal combustion engine again. Yes, wowzers. Wowzers me trousers.
Well, the weather is not looking good today. We are expecting the downpours to continue into today's sprint. This will make for some tricky conditions for all the teams. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he will start from pole position, with Pierre Gasly alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Ticktum, Alex Albon, and Oscar Piastri. Daruvala, Mick Schumacher, Joe, and Kevin Magnussen. Vettel, Russell, Valtteri Bottas, and Leclerc. Stroll, Schwartzman, the captain, and Felipe Drugovich, Ocon, and Yuki Tsunoda. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint.
So it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out on the All Seasons clear mode, and we say go, 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 and it's away we go. It's a very, very wet sprint race. It's not going to be much of a sprint, more of a crawl in fact, as we get off the line, but unfortunately with the full traction on, this is going to be very, very tough indeed to try and get any positions as we're about to go into the first turn. We're going to get past, oh my goodness, oh bloody hell, oh there's Russell, there's Vettel, there's Bottas, and we're getting pummeled in the side pod by one of the cars. I think that may be Lance Stroll, not quite sure, but anyway, we get past a few up into 13th position, and we get past our own teammate in fact, George of the Russell. George, no, he's still there off to the right hand side, but we managed to squeeze our way around him. So 13th position, unlucky for some, definitely for Duxter, but look at this, he goes for a dive down inside the very wet conditions on Valtteri Bottas, and we're now up to 12th position. So if it all pans out like this, we're going to be in 12th place for the main race. So we accelerate forward now, still on the first lap as you can see. We are chasing Sebastian Vettel in. Oh God, we jumped all over the curb in there, and we've slowed down horribly. That's given the cars behind a chance to get past. Valtteri Bottas does get past. George Russell is trying to sneak down the inside of us, but we're going to do an audacious move into this chicane. Do we manage to hold it together? The answer to that is yes, we do. So 12th position now. 12th position for the Hookster, still chasing Sebastian Vettel. This is still the first lap of the sprint race. Only 5 laps, of course, so it's not going to be going for very long. And now they say it's going to dry up, but I don't think it's going to dry up in 5 laps. So I think we're going to be on full wet for the entirety of this sprint race as Lando Norris once again puts in the fastest lap. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. As we accelerate forward now to lap 3. So half distance pretty much in the sprint race. Still in 12th position now, 1.2 seconds behind Vettel. He's starting to pull away, unfortunately. So it does look like our finishing order for the main race is going to be 12th position as we accelerate forward to the last lap. It's the last lap of the sprint. Just jumping over the chicanes once again. So yes, it looks like we are going to finish in 12th place. Teammate behind us, George of the Russell in 13th position. Sebastian Vettel in the Aston Martin is actually going to beat us. And I'm pretty sure that the Lando Norris robot has actually won the race. Because yes, there he is. Race winner in the sprint goes to Lando Norris. Absolutely unbelievable scenes. In fact, you could almost say biblical scenes right now. Biblical scenes as we cross the line in the sprint. You can actually see it is starting to dry up a little bit towards the end as they predicted, but not enough to change tyres. So there you go then, and driver of the day goes to Carlos Sainz. I'd just like to say a special get well soon to Carlos Sainz, who's had surgery the last few days for appendicitis. There you go then. There's the sprint. Lando Norris. 12 for us, 13 for George Russell.
Hello there and welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters in red today. They've all turned out for what we have every expectation will be a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. 3.1 miles of track at Imola featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula One tracks as it's driven anti-clockwise. Let's hope nobody forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight on the circuit and its only DRS zone. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position. A very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Gasly, Ticktum, Oscar Piastri and Albon, Magnussen, Daruvala, Joe and Mick Schumacher, Vettel, Russell, Valtteri Bottas and Stroll, Schwartzman, Ocon, Charles Leclerc and Felipe Drugovich, Tsunoda and the captain. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. With me as usual is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about the captain. They're in for a tough race today as they'll be starting out of position due to a penalty from earlier in the weekend.
It's unfortunate, but it happens to everyone at some point. You just have to accept your fate, knuckle down and get on with the business of making up that deficit during the Grand Prix. So they'll be pushing hard today. One to watch for sure.
So once again, it's time for the 5 lights to go out on the all-seasons Career Mode, and we say go, 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 and it's away we go. Now, you may notice we're in last place, and the reason for that is because we got a penalty, and I do believe this is a bug in the game and a bullshit penalty. I did change engine components, but they didn't say I was going to get a penalty. Now, oh my goodness, we're going for a move down inside of a huge amount of cars to try and gain the positions that we had from the... oh my goodness, look at this, up into 15th place, yes. So we have changed engine components, and it didn't say that we're going to get penalties for doing that, but I think what happens is that the Parc Fermé rules actually start from the start of the qualifying session, of course, and I did change after the qualifying before we started the sprint race. Yes, but it didn't say if you do this you'll invoke a penalty. As oh my god, my own teammate's trying to get past us now, does he? No, not quite. So I think that that's a bug in the game, because if it would have warned me that I shouldn't have changed the components, I wouldn't have done. But it definitely gave me no warning on the screen. So there you go. There is a bug in F1 22. Oh my, nobody really cares. But anyway, there you go. There is a bug. So I'm going to make sure in the future that I don't do that during the sprint rounds. But anyway, we continue on. We're in 12th place, which is pretty much where we were going to be at the start of this Grand Prix. So it's all good. It's all good in the hood. As you can see, still in 12th place and chasing Sebastian Vettel still in the Aston Martin car, as we're about to complete lap 1 of this Grand Prix at this glorious circuit. I do love this circuit. The only thing I don't like about it is the chicanes. They're very, very high on the curbs, and you do jump over them. So we accelerate forward to lap 2. Still chasing Sebastian Vettel. We're going to go for a move on Vettel into the chicane. Yes, we do. Danny inside, and we're going to hold on to it. I think we do. Yes. Wowzers. Fantastic. 11th place now for us, just outside the World Championship points. As we accelerate forward to lap 3. DRS has been enabled, which means we might be able to catch up to Schumacher because we're underneath the 1 second DRS zone. But can we catch up to Schumacher and actually get into the points? Of course, it's only going to be 10th position, but every single point matters in this championship, especially against the Lando Norris robot. As we accelerate forward to lap 4, look at this, we're getting right in the tailpipe of the Schumacher's car. He's in the Williams, of course. We duck and dive all over the place trying to get past. We're going to steal if we can sneak down the inside. He's trying to block us off, but no, we go past him, and we go past Guan Yu Zhou as well. A 2-position overtake into that chicane, absolutely perfect. Up into 9th place. We are now in the serious points. Well, one more than 10th. Anyways, we accelerate forward to lap 7. It's time for us to come in for our one and only pit stop. From 10th position at the moment, other cars are now coming in, and we're going to get our mark superbly as always. Oh god, there's a lot of cars coming in. Oh, we don't get held here, and oh, look at that, we actually filtered out into the traffic superbly there and didn't get held up, so that's great to see, great to see. And we're going to rejoin now in 12th position at the moment, 12th place. Good stop from the lads, good stop from the lads, but can we get back into the World Championship points? Let's have a look as we now rejoin the field. Wowzers. So, 12th position for us. We've got Schumacher behind us in 13th place, and ahead of us we've got K-Mag, Kevin Magnussen, and of course the Alpines. Oh my goodness, we jump over the gravel there a little bit, just on lap 8, trying to get past the cars here that are coming into the pits. Hopefully none are going to come out in front of us. Oh, one does come out in front of us, and it's George Russell. It's our own teammate, but we managed to sidle past him. Fantastic, and we regain, I think, 9th place that we had from pretty much the first few laps of the race. As we accelerate for the lap 10, and we're getting pummeled all over the place by our own teammate George. No, George, no, bad George, get back in your basket, that's unbelievable, Seeds, that is. Serious contact into our side, but I haven't got any damage from that. I think we're okay, but anyway, we accelerate for lap 11. George and Russell still chasing us. We're still in 9th place. We've got Darula Verla ahead of us in the Alpine. And look at George Russell in the rearview mirrors getting very, very close indeed to us. Very, very close indeed. But we've managed to hang on to this 9th position at the moment. As we accelerate forward at lap 13. Lap 13. Still in 9th place. Still chasing Darula. And Russell is still just behind us, still trying to get past. Just 2 more laps left of this Grand Prix, as you can see. George is really pummeling us. There are no team orders here in Red Bull, as you can see. No team. And Pierre Gasly, mon Dieu, Pierre Gasly's out. Just look at the mini-map. We can see his car is parked up on the circuit. Oh dear. He's in the Ferrari, of course. And that means we're going to gain a position, I do believe. Yes, we do. There you go. Look at that. 8th place now for the Oxford. Yes, indeed. Mr. McGreedy as we accelerate forward at lap 15. Yellow flags are out. There's another car, I think, stopped. It looks like an Alpine. Yes, wowzers. So another car has dropped out of the Grand Prix in the later stages. Are we going to find out who it is? Not quite sure. It's all gone green now. So there you go. As we accelerate forward out to the last lap of the race. And once again, the Lando Norris robot has won it. Oh my god, he's going to win the sprint, and he's going to win this round as well. I don't believe it. And look at this. George Russell is still trying to get past us, but we're still holding on desperately to this 8th position, which is not looking too good because we are apparently at the fastest car now. The fastest car. But anyway, we continue on and take the checkered flag in 8th position. Wowzers. Well, that's the best we could do after that stupid thing where we've got a penalty, a bullshit penalty as well, as we get driver of the day. Well, I think I deserved that, to be honest. That was a complete bullshit penalty. I can understand that it must start at the start of qualifying, the Parc Ferme, but then if you go and change your engines, it should give you a warning and say no, you can't, and it definitely did not. Anyway, enough of this frivolity. Lando Norris has won the race. The Lando Norris robot has won it. Well done, Lando. Yes! Hugsy, 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 Hugsy. Look at that. So, is he going to do the shake of the wrist? Are we going to come on, Lando? No, he hasn't done the shake of the wrist. I'm disappointed now. Disappointed. But anyway, he comes up from the podium onto the top step. We got Oscar's Pastry in 3rd place. And we've got the Ferrari in second. Is that Carlos Sainz? I didn't quite see. Anyway, it's time to hold up the trophy high. Yes, there's the team mechanics. Oh, God, and there's that girl with the very dodgy hair. Yes, it is Carlos Sainz. There you go. La 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 la. So more points in the bag for season 4. Let's go to a replay and see what happened to the runners who didn't finish. Here's Pierre Gasly. Oh, it's an engine failure for Pierre. Oh, mon Dieu, Pierre, mon Dieu. C'est la vie, that's the only French I know. Yes, mon Dieu and c'est la vie. Anyway, we accelerate. Oh God, look at this contact with Mick Schumacher, and I think that was George Russell, and I think that's completely damaged his car. Yes, it is, and I think he's put off a circuit. Well, he's got no front wing, but no, the car is damaged. It must be suspension damage to the car, and he pulls off Mick Schumacher. There's a heavy hit there between him and George Russell. I'm surprised George actually managed to carry on going. Anyway, there you go then. So we got 4 points overall, and the Lando Norris robot got 34. Anyway, in the championship now, we're now 87 points behind Lando Norris. George Russell's 101 points, and Oscar's Piastri is in second place. It's an absolute lockout with these McLarens and the Ferraris as well. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what is going on. But there is the scores on the doors right now. Okay, then it's time to move on to the next Grand Prix, and it's going to be Miami. Yes, Miami. Wowzers, that's fortuitous, isn't it? Yes. On to Miami we go. Let's see if we can get more points. Practice has been completed. Some more lovely resource points. 944. Total of 2,000 now. 454. More development boost to the rear downforce, the energy recovery system, and the turbo durability. But what does any of this mean? Somebody help. So out we go for the first qualifying session at the rather new Miami circuit. Only been in circulation for a few years now. We cross the line at the moment, and it's 9th position. Oh, just shy of getting into pole position there. Look at that. Fantastic result at the moment. Anyway, we accelerate forward down a little bit later qualifying. You can see we dropped out to 10th position, and we're actually going to abandon that lap for some unknown reason. But anyway, so 10th place at the moment for the Hookster. Obviously some kind of problem there, and we decided not to go out. Anyway, we accelerate forward now to just 12 seconds left of qualifying. Still in 10th place. We're slightly up on the deltas, but only a couple of tenths. This might put us into the top 9. Oh, bloody hell. I wasn't expecting that, actually. Top 6. Wowzers, mid-trousers. So, anyway, qualifying has now been completed. We dropped down to 7th already. Are we going to drop down even further? We're about to cross the line. Just about to find out, in fact. And the answer to that is going to be a resounding yes. But it's 8th place still. 8th place for the race, and hopefully no penalty this time, so it will be 8th. Carlos Sainz! Oh my goodness, what happened to the Lando Norris robot? He's only in 4th place. Carlos Sainz, though, got pole position. George Russell in 2nd place.
Formula One has arrived in the Sunshine State for spectacular sunsets, gentle breezes, warm waters, and for what will be a fantastic race day here at the Miami International Autodrome. Sitting at the southeastern coast of Florida, the Miami International Autodrome has 19 corners and 3.36 miles of racing. It's a circuit designed to encourage close racing while meeting the highest safety standards. Either way, I am sure it's one which will please the fans. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. It's Carlos Sainz in pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Norris, Pierre Gasly, and Leclerc. The captain, Ocon, Albon, and Daniel Ticktum. Stroll, Deruvala, Felipe Drugovich, and Bottas. Tsunoda, Vettel, Kevin Magnussen, and Guan Yu Zhou. Mick Schumacher, and Robert Schwartzman. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So once again, it's time for the 5 lights to go out on the All Seasons clear mode, and we say go, 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 and it's away we go from 7th position. Wow, quite a good start off the line. Looks there, Charles Leclerc seems to be drifting all over the roads. We're about to go into the first turn, and we got the Lando Norris robot. Do we get past? Yes, we do. We've got past the Lando Norris robot. Fantastic! What a result! And in fact, no, he's just ahead of his teammate Oscar's Pastry. He was just behind him, but now he's got past. So yes, we are into 3rd position ahead of the Lando Norris robot. Finally, we've got past these bloody McLarens. So 3rd position for us. Our own teammate, though, is ahead of us. George Russell in 2nd place. And Carlos Sainz now, of course, he was in pole position anyway, is still in the lead. Wowzers, what a great start. We've just got to see if we can hold on to stay in front of the Lando Norris robot, and we will see what happens. But anyway, at the moment, still in 3rd position, so we're up for a podium. Yes, some serious sharp end of the points, but unfortunately Lando Norris is only just behind us, so he's not going to lose very many points. We should see if we can get a little bit higher up into this race, possibly get past George Russell. We're going to go for a move on Russell here. Oh my goodness, that was very tight indeed, but we hold on at the moment to 3rd place. We're about to complete the first lap of the Grand Prix. Sainz is still ahead. In fact, he's 1.6 seconds ahead now, and we're just shy of a second behind George Russell. And there's the Lando Norris robot in the rearview mirrors. But of course, no DRS at the moment, so we should be able to hold him off for a little while yet. So there you go then, just about to complete lap 1 of this Grand Prix at the Miami circuit. We cross the line, Carlos Sainz gets the fastest lap of course, and once again the Lando Norris robot is ducking and diving, trying to get past us, but we can hold him off as we accelerate forward at lap 2. Look at this, are we going to now go for a move on George Russell? Are we going to sneak down the inside? Oh wow, what a move. What a move there, that was absolutely fantastic. I've never seen a move like that. And yes, we get past up into 2nd place now. The Lando Norris robot is in 4th position. So we have definitely gained some points here. Definitely gained some points in this race. But I don't know if we can catch up to Carlos Sainz as we accelerate forward now to lap 5 of the Grand Prix. Just going past the pits. And we are still holding on to this 2nd place. But we're now 2.3 seconds behind Carlos Sainz. So I don't think we're going to be able to catch him. I really don't. But the good news is the Lando Norris robot is still in 4th place as we accelerate forward now to lap 6. Yes, just coming in now for our pit stop. Let's see if we can do a good one. About to hit our mark, are we? Yes, we do. Yes, it's a good stop. The lads put on the yellow. Oh, yeah, that was great. In fact, we seem to have been wanting to get away a little bit too eager there. But anyway, I'm going to rejoin now. Yeah, I think, was it 8th position? Not quite sure. Anyway, behind the Ferrari with Carlos Sainz. He's coming at the same time. And yes, we do resume the race in 8th position behind Drogovic. As we accelerate forward at lap 7. Look at this. We've managed to catch up to the back of Carlos Sainz. I don't believe this could be for the lead. This could be for the lead, but we didn't quite manage it there. But can we now get him on the DRS? Can we? We've got our ELS going. But anyway, we accelerate forward at lap 7. Unfortunately, we couldn't get him there. But let's see if we can get him here. Well, can we do it? Are we going to do a late dive? Oh, it's Hooks, of course he's going to do it. Oh, and he actually outbrakes himself. Look at that. We plough straight into the back of him. But we managed to hold it together at the moment. We are pushing like crazy. And Sainz is under pressure. We are definitely pressuring Carlos Sainz. He made a little mistake there and actually locked up the brakes as we accelerate forward down lap 8. Look at this, everyone. We are once again going for Carlos Sainz. Are we going to sneak down the inside this time? He's blocking us right off, but we're still going to stay on the very inside line and push him out wide. And yes, we've done it. Up into the lead. Up into the... I can't believe it. We're in the lead. Finally, we're in the lead of this Grand Prix at Miami. Wowzers. So we accelerate forward to lap 9. Still in the lead of this race. Carlos Sainz now half a second behind us. George Russell in 3rd place. And the Lando Norris robot is in 4th position. We are going to get some serious points in this Grand Prix. But is it going to be enough later towards the end of the season? I'm not quite sure. But at the moment, we are doing very well indeed. As we accelerate forward now to lap 11. Still holding on to 1st position. Carlos Sainz still in 2nd, George Russell in 3rd, Lando Norris still in 4th position at the moment with just 2 more laps left in this Grand Prix, and we've got a very dodgy engine at the moment according to the statistics. But anyway, we will continue as we accelerate forward. It's the last lap of the race, the last lap, the last opportunity for Sainz to catch us, but he's not going to because he's over half a second behind. George Russell's going to finish in 3rd place just ahead of Lando Norris. The Lando Norris robot Today it was not his day, and today it's our day in the Red Bull car. We're going to cross the line in first position. I can't believe it, but it's true, and we crossed the line. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's not our first win, is it? Surely not. No, I think we've won others, but that's a good victory. Season 4. Driver of the day. I think I deserve that. Definitely deserve that. Driver of the day, and I definitely think that we are getting some pace now. But we should be. It's season 4 for cock's sake. Season 4. Anyway, there we are. Look at us. Yes, we're awesome. Getting congratulated by our teammate George of the Russell. Fantastic. Look at the Hulkster. Look, still only 39 years old and still winning races. How many more seasons of the All Seasons has he still got left in the tank? How many more, I hear you ask? Well, we'll find out eventually one day, won't we? One day we'll find out. So let's go on to the podium celebrations, but first we've got to see the walk of shame as we... Oh, and the Hulkster's actually shaking his... Oh, the Hulkster's doing it. Well done, Hulkster. He didn't let us down, did he? Well done indeed. Up onto the top step of the podium. He's saying, look at me, I'm awesome. George of the Russell's up there, and so is Carlos Sainz once again. As it's time now for the champagne and the trophy. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yes, there goes the champagne. Well done. Well done, lads. But well done to the Hulkster, who has won the race at Miami. Oh, my God. Yes. I can't believe it either, but it's true. It's true. So we have rocketed up the points now with 25 points in the championship. Now we have, look at this, we're now in 4th place, 74 points behind the Lando Norris robot. Carlos Sainz in 2nd, the McLaren of Oscar's Pastry in 3rd, and we've split Pierre Gasly's Ferrari after his disastrous results in these races so far. And now we are up there in 4th, and we're 3rd in the Constructors. Well, there you go, everyone. Another fantastic episode of the All Seasons has been completed. Thanks so much for watching. You have been awesome, as always. And yes, of course, there will, of course, be more later.